Going into this, I just didn't know what to expect. All I knew is that I wanted a change on this YouTube channel because I've been doing the same thing for over 2 years now. And I thought, why just not take it a step further and actually get back one of the best knives that the game has ever seen. For some reason it's not in the game, but for now I wanted to create it myself. I wanted to get the IMPERIUM knife, take it and make it in real life. Now what do I have to do for that? A lot of 3D printing, and trust me when I say this, it was a huge amount of work just getting around that, anxiety attacks included with 3D printing by the way, figuring out how to actually get the files right, just getting everything together, actually getting to know how to paint everything, how to finish everything, and just give it a good look. If you do like this content, especially now that this is something else than just talking about skins, feel free to subscribe. I would appreciate that a lot, guys. But yeah, with that being said, almost 80 days later, here we are. Alright, day 2 of priming the knife. Yesterday was actually way more enjoyable because we had the sun out. Today it's kind of cloudy, so it's not going to be as enjoyable. We've got everything set up. I'm going to put the camera right over here, and then we have the knife hanging right here, and then, you know, hopefully we can fix all the small little mistakes that are left, and then hopefully we should be done getting the last parts finished, and then we're going to get to the colors, which I think is going to be the most fun thing anyway. So I'm going to catch you guys there. Alright, day 3. We are still priming the knife one last time, small little coat. You would probably get away with only doing it once, the priming. Priming usually you need to do one coat, sand it, but for me, since this is my first knife still, right, I just want to play it a bit more safe here so you won't see, hopefully you won't see all the mistakes that I did on the first priming. And yeah, I'll give it a go. Alright, we are finally done sanding it down one last time and it looks great. Next step is going to give this knife color. We are going to use an airbrush to get, you know, the major parts of this done. Small details like the teeth and everything like that I'm going to do with a brush. But for now, we're gonna go outside and, you know, get started with the airbrush, giving this one the color finally. It is a good day outside, so I want to show you guys the setup before we start. I have everything done over there. This is where we are going to paint the knife. There it is. So yeah, I think it's gonna be great. I'll catch you guys in a bit. Alright, next step, taping off the blade part is actually done, and that probably was one of the biggest hassles just because it's so curved. Getting it perfectly right was honestly just a struggle, but we are done. Next step is going to be giving it the second color, so let's get to it. This being the first project, I actually think it turned out pretty good. Now I have it here with me right now. Again, this is the completely finished version. Keep in mind, I've never done something like this, and obviously with this knife, there are still some things that I'm not satisfied with. Like obviously, first of all, you know, the engraving right here, due to me not having like the original file, we had to paint it on top of the handle rather than the actual design being engraved. But that's just small things, that's small things that shouldn't matter too much right now. I want to improve that in the future. But one thing that I want to show you guys as well is this. We actually have two. Isn't that great? We actually have two of those. Now, why do I have two? If you take a look at the handle, right? This one is way more bright than this here. And the thing is, with the Imperium knife, if you take a look in game, it actually has this interesting green color which kind of has like a wash effect to it, right? It's kind of glossy, it has like a washed effect. And this, again, being the first project, I necessarily didn't know how to actually implement that into the knife, so I wasn't necessarily sure which color I should go for. I decided to just do two of those, which means we have this one as an extra. Now, I don't know what to do with this. The obvious choice would be a giveaway. I wouldn't know how to implement it right now due to shipping and all that stuff, but you could let me know in the comments down below what you think we should do with this one, and I could, you know, just see how it goes and then just make my decision. Obviously, this could always be a knife that I could give away down the path, because this is always going to be the first project, which I might keep this and just down the line give it away. But yeah, that's essentially the Imperium knife. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video. This definitely has been the most fun video I've ever made, the longest project I've ever made, but was worth it. I think the result is awesome. Thank you guys so much for watching, and again, make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't. And with that being said, guys, I catch you on the next one.